A woman not only had her feelings toyed with by a playboy heir, but after being forced to abort her child, she was abandoned in the wilderness. To seek revenge, she went to the busiest red light district to learn new skills, and then used her advantages to embark on a journey of revenge. The woman's name is Lisa, and she was originally a middle-class journalist. One day, she suddenly got a tip that the cement technology group was going to make a private deal with a judge. Lisa and Deshawn quickly went to the hotel rooftop and captured important footage. The next day, it made the front page of the news. If this matter was confirmed, it would have a very negative impact on the group. This made the group's boss, Bald Chang, very angry. Bald Chang originally planned to let his son, Sang Biao, take over the group, so he handed this matter over to his son Sang Biao to handle. Since the CEO was caught talking to the judge, Sang Biao made the CEO take full responsibility, immediately resign, and promised to get him out of jail as soon as possible. Then, Sang Biao found the journalist Lisa, first praising her abilities, and then saying the company really needed talent like hers. If she was willing to join the group, not only would she get a free house and car, but her salary would also multiply several times. After some sweet talk, Lisa finally agreed. The two often traveled and worked together, and everything went very smoothly each time. Subsequently, Sang Biao started pursuing Lisa, sending flowers, dining, drinking, and dancing. When their relationship was about right, Sang Biao proposed with a ring. Their relationship was considered confirmed. Lisa felt like she had reached the peak of her life, but when she went to work that day, she found her credit card was unusable. When she found Sang Biao to ask about it, Sang Biao no longer pretended and said he never took Lisa seriously. The whole process was just revenge, and revenge is not about making someone die, but making them live in pain. After saying this, he told Lisa to get out of the company immediately. Lisa left the company in despair, and Deshawn came to pick her up in a car. On the way, she suddenly started vomiting. After a checkup at the hospital, she found out she was pregnant. On the way back, Lisa took the opportunity to jump out of the car and ran away. At night, she went to Sang Biao's house, told him she was pregnant with his child, and wanted half of his property. Then she turned and left. That night, Sang Biao used a lot of sweet talk. Lisa was asked out to meet, and just as they embraced, a van pulled up. Two people got out and dragged Lisa inside. The vehicle drove all night until dawn, arriving at a shabby, broken-down house. Lisa was roughly subjected to an abortion. In her faint state, a plump woman woke her up, telling her to leave quickly as the bed was needed for someone else. Holding her stomach, Lisa leaned against the wall and walked out. After walking for half a day, she flagged down a bus. At the terminal, she borrowed a phone to call the minister, but fainted before she could finish the call. In the hospital, after a round of emergency treatment, she was finally brought back from the brink of death. Once she recovered, she returned home to find her parents preparing to move away from the city. Everywhere outside, people were spreading nasty rumors about their daughter seducing the rich second-generation Sang Biao, making them too ashamed to face anyone. Lisa refused to leave and planned to take revenge for herself. First, she moved in with her friend Deshawn, finding a temporary place to stay. To get her revenge, she decided to change herself. At night, she went alone to the red light district. Someone had been abandoned by their beloved boyfriend and, seeking revenge, went to the red light district to learn the trade. Taking off the ring on his hand, he asked the madam who was the most successful hooker in the city. Afterwards, they also went to the most successful one to learn. As for the learning process, we won't edit it for everyone, to avoid corrupting some young minds. His first target was the group's CEO. After doing his homework, he deliberately parked his car next to the CEO's, dressed in a sexy outfit, and took the opportunity to flirt, making the CEO's heart race. That night, the CEO insisted on having dinner at a hotel. In the hotel, while busy, Lisa took the opportunity to copy all the data from the CEO's phone. That day, Lisa cornered the chairman of the rival company in the men's restroom and gave him insider trading information about the cement technology group. If you release this news, you can ensure your company won't go bankrupt. Lisa took the opportunity to ask the chairman for a 40 million tip. The next day, the radio broadcasted the news. Bald Chang was very angry, fearing that Sang Biao would fail again, so he sent his brother to handle it. This could affect the successor's position. That night, Lisa met with Sang Biao. Sang Biao arrogantly said, "I know you're stubborn, but I didn't expect you to be this stupid." Lisa responded, "When a woman is shameless, she can buy anyone." Lisa used 400,000 to buy a mansion. After Sang Biao found out, he approached the supervisor, wanting to keep track of Lisa's every move. Then, the supervisor led a team to Lisa's mansion and installed high-definition cameras in every possible spot. As they were leaving, they accidentally knocked over a decoration, hastily put it back, and left. When Lisa returned, she noticed the decoration was out of place. After a thorough check, she discovered the cameras. "Since you want to watch, I'll let you watch well." While Lisa was soaking in the bathtub, she called the group's executive officer. Hearing the call from a beauty, the executive officer eagerly rushed over. This time, Lisa revealed the truth. The last news was from copying her phone's information. Since Sang Biao is not a good person, she hoped the executive officer would help bring him down. Initially, the executive officer was unwilling, but Lisa used her charm again, took off her bathrobe, and jumped on him. Seeing the two on the screen, Sang Biao was furious. However, he planned to do nothing for now, intending to use the executive officer to ruin Lisa. The group planned to bid on the Biodiversity Park Dam project, with their offer being 309. The largest expense in the project was the stone materials. They could get them for free from the park. After Lisa learned this from the executive officer, she immediately passed the information to the group's rival company. The rival company bid 350 billion. On the group's side, to secure the project, they voluntarily lowered their bid to 320 billion. Even after giving the minister 40 billion, there would still be 80 billion in profit, making it feasible. To ensure the minister would give them the project, Sang Biao first gave the minister 40 billion. After doing all this, he found a disc in front of his car, containing a video of Lisa. He had long discovered the hidden cameras and let Sang Biao know. Losing 40 billion directly made Sang Biao extremely angry. It was definitely the executive officer who told Lisa everything. That night, Sang Biao hired someone to kill the executive officer. The next day, Lisa was taken to court, accused of extorting the executive officer, who ultimately chose to commit suicide. Sang Biao also provided a video of the two as evidence. Since gathering evidence takes time, Lisa was temporarily held in custody. At night, when the police interrogated Lisa, she whispered a few words to him. The chief hurriedly found a minister to seek advice. The minister planned to meet with Lisa, in the pouring rain. The minister got into a police car where a beautifully dressed woman named Lisa was waiting. Lisa said she had evidence of the minister charging 4 billion and important information from a guide officer. If this news gets out in court, the consequences would be unimaginable. Then, she took the opportunity to use her charm on the minister. The minister immediately promised that he could be released by tomorrow. The two of them went to Lisa's mansion. Just as the minister was getting quite flustered, Lisa brought up the idea of entering the Indian Industrial Bank. Overcome by desire, the minister agreed immediately. The next day, at the Sangbiao Group meeting, Lisa, as the head of the industrial bank, became a member of the Sangbiao Group's board of directors. Sangbiao wanted to lose his temper, but he was stopped by Bald Strong. The download was the company's shareholders meeting. Lisa said she was new and hoped to learn more about the company, requesting to see the company's accounts. Faced with many board members, Bald Strong had no choice but to agree. He went back to analyze with Deshawn and found that they were acquiring factories every year, yet the electricity usage was decreasing annually. There must be a problem behind this. So, Deshawn and Lisa started visiting and discovered that the cement factory listed in the accounts was not operating in reality. This meant the group had been faking it all along, using false accounts to deceive the shareholders. Deshawn hurriedly recorded everything. Sangbiao found the supervisor again, hoping Lisa would not appear at the shareholders' meeting. On the day of the meeting, when Lisa was about to leave, she found Deshawn missing. There was a disc placed in front of the car. It contained a video of Deshawn being kidnapped. Sangbiao called Lisa, warning her that if she dared to appear at the shareholders' meeting, she would never see Deshawn alive again. Meanwhile, after the shareholders' meeting officially started, Deshawn pretended to be dying of thirst, and the kidnappers hurriedly gave him water. At that moment, Deshawn suddenly broke free from the ropes. After a scuffle, he quickly escaped. A group of people chased after him. In front of a railway track, Deshawn used a train to shake them off. Then, he went to a small shop and quickly called Lisa, telling her that he was safe and she should hurry to the shareholders' meeting. Then, Lisa arrived at the scene with the documents and distributed them to the shareholders. The shareholders demanded an explanation from Sangbiao. Sangbiao was very angry, but facing the media, he didn't dare to lay a hand on Lisa. Sangbiao angrily left the venue. Subsequently, the group's stock plummeted. In the evening, Bald Strong found Sangbiao. Have him sign and leave the group. All responsibilities will be his own, and it has nothing to do with the group. Faced with his father Guangtu Chang's authority, Sangbiao had no choice but to sign and agree. He didn't want to be caught by the police and sent to prison, so he planned to end his life with a gun in the office, but found there were no bullets. Lisa had already taken all the bullets. At this moment, Lisa spoke Sangbiao's words, saying that revenge is not about making someone die, but making them live in pain. Then, the police came and took Sangbiao away. Revenge was finally over. On the way back, Lisa leaned on the minister's shoulder. They thought they would live a happy life together, but when Lisa returned to the mansion to get her things, she encountered the executor's wife. The wife directly shot and killed Lisa, and then shot herself. The movie, Lust and Sorrow Part 1, ends here. This movie tells us never to provoke a woman. When a woman puts aside her pride and dignity, she uses all her strength. Alright, if you want to see more great movie reviews, please follow me. Bye-bye. Yeah.